There is a world of fonts way beyond what Cricut has to offer. So let me show you how to make the most of it. If you're a Cricut newbie or considering buying a Cricut, please know you do not have to pay for Cricut Access. You can if you want to, but do not think you are limited to just using the fonts and designs that are already available within Cricut. Don't get me wrong, there are some great ones on there, but there are tens of thousands more online. So why use the same ones as everyone else who's just paying for Cricut Access? Plus, when you do that, you can unlock extra features like icons and swashes. So why wouldn't you want to? So let me go over some great places to find fonts, what to look for, how to install them on both the desktop and app versions of Design Space, how to use them once they're installed, and make sure you stick around because I'm also going to show you how to add those lovely swirly ends to your letters to make your wording look fancier. And if you are completely new to Cricut, why not check out Cutting Machine Confident on my website. In it, I have lots of short tutorials to get you started, cheat sheets, links to suppliers, free cut files, and more. I link to it in the description if you want to take a look. So let's find some fonts first of all. There are so many places to choose from. Font, FontSpace, and 1001 Free Fonts are all places you can download a great range of fonts for free. However, most of them are free for personal use only, so you couldn't use these if you wanted to make things to sell. You would need to look for ones that are 100% free to do that, and there aren't a ton of those available. That's why I tend to get most of my fonts from Creative Fabrica, as they all come with a commercial license. And so they have so many fonts in all different styles and themes. I do have the All Access subscription, so I can download any font I want and it's included. But they do also have a freebies section with some great free fonts in there too. And I will also add a link to the description that gets you 10 free designs when you sign up with them. There is also font bundles. They again have an unlimited subscription and also a great freebies section. And each font again comes with a commercial license so you can use them to sell. Then for high-end fonts, for maybe creating logos, and if you also want to add the same ones to your website, I would also recommend Creative Market. They have some amazing designers on there. Just try it as best as you can to make sure that wherever you're downloading from is legit. If it seems too good to be true, or they're offering like 100 commercial fonts for like $1, then it might be a scam or they might be stolen fonts. So do just be wary. Try to choose kind of well-known places. So now you have so much choice, narrowing down which font to choose can be the hardest part. So here are just a few quick rules. If you're creating a slogan design to go on a mug or a t-shirt, for example, choose something that is easy to read. If you're making small decals or intricate card cuts, avoid really thin fonts like this as they are likely to not cut properly or rip. And for vinyl, also avoid fonts that have a lot of texture or gaps in them like this, as they won't work very well. Script fonts look beautiful on signs or labels, but make sure the letters all connect properly when they're joined up. Not all fonts have got this figured out. If you're mixing fonts, I always think for every fancy font, you should choose a more simple font to go with it. Contrast is your friend. And then if you want to have swirls on the end of your letters, you need to make sure you are choosing fonts that include glyphs with them. They usually include them in their listing photos and will show you the range of the ones they have like this. But do also check the description as well, as it may just mention that it is PUA encoded and includes glyphs in there. So you found the font you want to use. I'll show you how to upload it onto desktop first. So click download. You may need to enter details here or sign up if it's a free font. Then often it will come in a zip file. You can either double click this or right click and unzip to open that up. Then double click the file. It will either be in TTF or OTF format, and your font installer should pop up whether you're on Mac or Windows. And as long as there are no warning signs popping up, hit install. Then open up Design Space if you haven't already. If it is already open, you may need to force reload. Then add some text, go to fonts and click on system here and search for your new font, and it should show up. Then you can use that within your designs. If you're crafting on a tablet or phone, however, it is a little different. You will need to use an extra app like iFont. That will actually take you directly through to the font and font space, so you can get fonts directly from there. Or you can go to one of the other sites I mentioned, download using your browser, then search for the file in here. Then open and import, click install, allow, and it will give you step-by-step instructions here of how to install it within your device settings. So follow those to install it, then go to your Design Space app, type out your wording, go to Fonts and System and search for your new font. There are a few extra steps here, but once it's on there, you can use it endlessly. Once you have your font installed, there are numerous ways you can edit it and use it. To change it to a specific size, use these boxes here. You may want to decrease the letter space if it doesn't look quite right or well joined up. You may also need to unite your wording before cutting if the letters aren't fully joined up like this. If you have multiple lines, use line space to adjust the space in between. You could curve your wording, or if you have Cricut Access, use the warp tool. If you want to edit the individual letters, you can ungroup the word to letters, or you could use offset to add an outline if you wanted to make a layered name decal, for example. If you want to make a stencil, add a shape underneath your wording, then select both and subtract or exclude. If you're making print and cut projects, select both and flatten. Then your machine will only cut around the outside of the design rather than the whole thing. And now let me show you how to add those swirly letters. First, type out some wording in the font you want to use. On a Mac, you will need to open up Font Book, search for your font, go into this section here and search for the character you want. Then just click on it and hit copy, then go back into Design Space and paste it in the place of the letter you want to replace. And it is pretty much the same in Windows, except you need to open up your character map instead, and you may need to click Advanced View and change the Group By menu to Private Use Characters to be able to access them. On mobile and tablet, you again do need a separate app to be able to do this. I use Unicode Character Viewer. So again, type out your wording in the font you want to use, then search for that font in the Unicode app, find the character you want to use, copy, and then paste into Design Space. So there's your little crash course in how to use fonts with your Cricut, where to find them, how to choose the right style, how to upload them on both desktop and app, all the tools inside Design Space, and the magic of glyphs. So if you learned something new today, please give this video a like and subscribe and share with any of your crafty friends that you think might benefit from this as well. And please comment below your favourite font at the moment, because I'm always on the lookout for new ones. Thanks so much for watching and happy crafting.